You've been lied to about money. Working harder? Saving every penny? That's not the secret to getting rich. The truth is, it's not about how much you earn, it's about how you think. Most people stay broke because of habits and beliefs they don't even realize are holding them back. But here's the good news. You can change that. In this video, I'm sharing the 3 habits that completely transformed my life, and they can do the same for you. Ready to break free from the mindset that's keeping you stuck? Let's get started. It's not about grinding harder or waiting for a lucky break. It's about how you think about money. A wealthy mindset doesn't see money as something to chase endlessly. It sees money as a tool, a resource that can be multiplied. People with a rich mindset focus on opportunities, not obstacles. They ask, how can I make this work for me? Instead of saying, I can't afford it. It's like planting seeds in fertile soil. Your mindset is the soil, and your money grows based on how you nurture it. Think about this. Someone with a poor mindset might cling to the idea of saving every penny, thinking it's the safest route. But here's the kicker, safety can be a trap. While they're hoarding cash, someone with a wealth mindset is investing in opportunities that make their money work for them. For example, instead of stashing $10,000 in a savings account earning peanuts, they might invest it in dividend-paying stocks or a small business venture. The difference? One grows, the other stagnates. Here's the thing, your subconscious money blocks might be holding you back without you even realizing it. Maybe you grew up hearing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are greedy. These beliefs stick, shaping how you approach wealth. But the good news? You can reprogram your mind for wealth. Start by questioning those old beliefs. What if, instead of thinking money is scarce, you believed there's more than enough to go around? That's the shift that opens the door to financial freedom. The wealthy have a secret. They know the difference between assets and liabilities, and they play the game accordingly. Assets are like loyal employees. They work for you, even when you're not paying attention. Think rental properties, stocks, or businesses that generate passive income. Liabilities, on the other hand, are like expensive hobbies. They drain your resources without giving much back. A car might look flashy, but unless it's an Uber or a delivery vehicle, it's not putting money in your pocket. The key? Focus on building assets that grow your wealth over time. Here's a practical example. Imagine 2 people. One buys a brand new car with a hefty loan, while the other invests the same amount in a rental property. The first person is stuck with monthly payments and a depreciating asset. The second? They're collecting rent every month, watching their property value appreciate. That's the power of prioritizing assets over liabilities. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about making smarter choices that set you up for long-term success. But here's where most people get stuck. They confuse wants with needs. A poor mindset might justify buying the latest gadget or upgrading to a bigger house, thinking it's a necessity. Meanwhile, someone with a wealth mindset asks, will this purchase make me money or cost me money? It's a subtle but powerful shift. By consistently choosing assets over liabilities, you're not just building wealth, you're reprogramming your mind to think like a millionaire. Inflation is like a silent thief. It chips away at your money's value without you even noticing. While a poor mindset clings to cash, thinking it's the safest bet, a wealth mindset knows better. The wealthy understand that cash sitting idle in a savings account is losing purchasing power every year. Instead, they invest in inflation-resistant assets like real estate, stocks, or even commodities like gold. These assets grow in value over time, keeping their wealth ahead of inflation's sneaky grasp. Take real estate, for example. A house bought for $200,000 a decade ago might now be worth $400,000 or more, all while generating rental income along the way. Compare that to $200,000 sitting in a bank account. It's still $200,000, but it buys far less today than it did 10 years ago. That's the difference between a scarcity mindset, which fears losing money, and an abundance mindset, which focuses on growing it. The wealthy don't just save, they protect and multiply their wealth. But here's the kicker. Inflation doesn't just affect your savings. It impacts your entire financial strategy. A poor mindset might avoid investing altogether, thinking it's too risky. Meanwhile, someone with a financial freedom mindset sees investing as a necessity, not an option. They educate themselves, learning about sectors that thrive during inflation like energy, healthcare, or technology. By staying ahead of inflation, they're not just preserving their wealth, they're building a financial fortress. Risk is a funny thing. It scares some people into inaction while propelling others toward success. The wealthy understand that taking calculated risks is the price of entry for financial growth. They don't gamble blindly. They assess opportunities, weigh the potential rewards against the risks, and then take action. A poor mindset, on the other hand, avoids risk altogether, clinging to the illusion of safety. But here's the truth. Avoiding risk often means avoiding opportunity. Playing it too safe can be the riskiest move of all. Think about starting a business. To someone with a scarcity mindset, it might seem like a reckless leap. But to someone with a wealth mindset, it's a strategic investment in their future. Take Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. She risked her savings to create a product she believed in, and that risk paid off in billions. The lesson? Calculated risks, when paired with preparation and persistence, can lead to life-changing rewards. It's not about being reckless, it's about being bold and informed. But here's the catch. Not all risks are created equal. A financial freedom mindset knows the difference between a smart risk and a foolish one. They invest time in learning, whether it's studying market trends, understanding industries, or seeking advice from mentors. They also diversify, spreading their investments across different assets to minimize potential losses. The wealthy don't fear risk. They respect it, prepare for it, and use it as a stepping stone to greater wealth. Here's the thing, they don't teach you how to build wealth in school. Traditional education is great for learning algebra or history, but when it comes to financial literacy, most people are left in the dark. The wealthy know this, which is why they take financial education into their own hands. They read books, attend seminars, and surround themselves with people who understand money. A poor mindset assumes they already know enough, but a wealth mindset is always hungry to learn more. Take books like Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki or The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. These aren't just books, they're roadmaps to understanding how money works. The wealthy don't just read them, they apply the lessons. For example, Kiyosaki's concept of building passive income streams through assets like real estate or stocks is a game changer. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. Financial education is the foundation of a millionaire mindset. But here's the kicker. Financial education isn't just about reading. It's about action. The wealthy don't stop at learning. They implement what they've learned. They create budgets, track expenses, and invest in opportunities that align with their goals. They also seek out mentors or join communities of like-minded individuals to stay accountable. A financial freedom mindset knows that knowledge without action is useless. The more you learn and apply, the closer you get to reprogramming your mind for wealth. Your beliefs about money shape your reality more than you might think. If you've ever caught yourself saying, "I'm just not good with money," or "I'll never be rich," those subconscious money blocks are running the show. The wealthy know that to change their financial reality, they first have to change their beliefs. It's not magic, it's psychology. By identifying and replacing limiting money beliefs, you can reprogram your mind for wealth and start seeing opportunities where you once saw obstacles. Here's a practical way to start. Write down every belief you have about money. Be brutally honest. Do you think money is hard to earn? Do you believe rich people are selfish? Once you've identified these beliefs, challenge them. For example, if you think money is scarce, look at industries like tech or real estate where billions are created daily. The truth is, there's no shortage of money, only a shortage of belief in your ability to attract it. This shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset is where the magic happens. But reprogramming your money beliefs isn't a one-time thing. It's a daily practice. The wealthy use tools like affirmations, visualization, and even journaling to reinforce their new beliefs. For instance, instead of saying, "I can't afford this," try saying, "How can I afford this?" It's a small change, but it rewires your brain to focus on solutions rather than limitations. Over time, these small shifts compound, building a financial freedom mindset that feels natural and unstoppable. Change doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with small, intentional steps. The first step to reprogramming your mind for wealth is to challenge your subconscious money blocks. Start by asking yourself, what's holding me back? Maybe it's fear of failure, lack of knowledge, or even old beliefs about money. Once you've identified these blocks, take action to dismantle them. For example, if you've always thought investing is too risky, start small. Buy a single share of a company you believe in. The act of starting is often the hardest part. Next, focus on building assets. This doesn't mean you need to buy a rental property tomorrow, but you can start by investing in things that grow your wealth. Open a brokerage account and explore index funds like the S&P 500, which has historically delivered solid returns. Or, if you're more hands-on, consider learning about real estate or starting a side hustle. The key is to shift your focus from spending to investing. Every dollar you put into an asset is a step closer to financial freedom. Finally, surround yourself with knowledge and like-minded people. Read books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill or join online communities focused on wealth building. Take courses on personal finance or attend networking events where you can learn from others who've walked the path you're on. Remember, small steps compound over time. The more you educate yourself and take action, the more momentum you'll build. And once you start seeing results, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. Now that you've got the tools to reprogram your mind for wealth, the question is, what are you going to do with them? Will you keep letting old money beliefs hold you back? Or will you take that first step toward financial freedom? Remember, it's not about making massive changes overnight. It's about small, consistent actions that compound over time. Start challenging those subconscious money blocks. Invest in assets that grow your wealth, and keep educating yourself. The more you do, the closer you'll get to the life you've always dreamed of. And here's the thing, this isn't just about you. Imagine how many people in your life could benefit from this knowledge. Share this content with your family, friends, or anyone who's ready to break free from the scarcity mindset. You could be the spark that helps someone else start their journey to financial freedom. After all, wealth isn't just about money. It's about lifting others up along the way. So, what's your next move? Let me know in the comments below. What's one habit you're going to change starting today? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with your loved ones so they can join you on this journey. Together, we can help even more people break free from limiting beliefs and create a life of abundance. Your journey to financial freedom starts now. Let's make it happen.